I am so sorry. I know you're already juggling too many social media profiles, and now there's another one that I want to recommend, and that is Quora for nonprofits. Quora can be a powerful marketing tool for charities as well. It can also help you boost donations. Now, we'll cover all the benefits later in the video, but the reason I decided to do this topic was because of the stats that I've been seeing about how many individuals have taken to searching Quora over Google for answer to questions. And that's because of Google's paid ads and spam. Now, according to Foundation Inc., there are 300 million monthly active users, and 54% of those users report an annual household income greater than 100,000, and 37% are more likely to be in management positions. Adults are also spending 2 times as much time on Quora than they are on LinkedIn. So in this video, I'm going to take you through the basics for marketing your charity on Quora, and I'll even leave you with some fundraising tips. So hit the subscribe and the like button, stay to the end, then drop a comment and maybe even share with a friend. It all really helps our channel reach more nonprofits. Some savvy nonprofits like the Heart and Stroke Foundation have already joined Quora because Quora for nonprofits can help you spread awareness for your charity and its mission while humanizing your brand. It can help you reach new supporters, volunteers, and donors. You can learn more about your donors and stay connected and stay in tune with them. It helps you establish your authority and position your organization as leaders in your field. It can help you build transparency. It can help you do research, researching facts related to the cause that your organization supports. It allows you to share unique content, and it helps you boost your SEO, or your search engine optimization. Now, if you're not familiar with Quora, it's a social media channel that acts as a platform for users to ask questions and answer questions. Others can upvote or downvote your answers based on their accuracy or suggested edits. So let's run through some of the basics. And as always, I put timestamps down in the comments, but if you watch the whole video, again, it really helps our channel. Step 1 is setting up your nonprofit Quora profile. So when setting up your charity's profile, you want to make sure that of course you add your headline, your name, your credentials. You want to upload a photo. You want to edit your topics, which you'll be prompted to do when you sign in or when you create your account. And you also want to write a description. So I did another video, which I'll link up here, but it was on Instagram and what not to do, but there's some helpful tips in there when setting up social media profiles. So the second step is to find and follow topics related to your industry. You'll want to follow any topics specifically around your charity so you can join in the conversations when new questions are asked. Now here's a little tip. You can go into your settings and notifications and set it up so that you get email notifications when new relevant topics that you are following come up. Step 4 is to start answering. An essential part of learning how to use Quora for nonprofits involves knowing which questions to answer. So start searching on Quora. You can leverage existing high-performing keywords and topics and look for question opportunities that offer a solid follower count. Choose topics that fit with your charity, find threads with a lot of upvotes, and don't necessarily focus on the most popular. You can answer some more obscure questions as well too. Once you've found questions that are relevant to your organization, make sure that your answers stand out. Answer questions with passion and authority. Now, one of the easiest ways to create a fantastic answer that also promotes your organization, boosts your website SEO, and positions you is to pull snippets of content that you've already created. So answer questions by expanding on them with an article, blog post, video, or maybe a checklist from your website, linking it back to your website, which is how it helps SEO. So here's how it looks in practice. Say you're a domestic violence charity. Someone posts a question about how to help a friend escaping family violence. You share an answer that includes a link to your website that contains a downloadable checklist. Make sure to have an email sign up on that landing page for the checklist, because you now know you have a new prospective donor or volunteer who you know has a link and a personal connection to your work. I talk a lot about integrating all of our digital fundraising with email and social media. Step 5 is start asking. Here are a few guidelines for asking questions on Quora. So make sure your question hasn't already been asked. That's probably the most important one. Check and double check. Your question should be short, crisp, clear, and correct. Your questions should be grammatically correct. Trust me, I am the queen of typos. I have dyslexia, but I use a program called Grammarly, and it has helped me out tremendously. If you haven't heard about it, I will link it below. Your questions should also not be ambiguous, and avoid asking questions that can be answered simply with yes or no. Instead, consider questions that start with what, how, when, where, and avoid leading questions. Leading questions are those questions that are asked that you already know the answer to. Step 6 is connecting with other Quora users. Quora isn't just a search engine, it's a social media platform. So don't forget about the importance of engaging and being social with it. Like most social channels, Quora allows users to communicate directly with each other. For charities, this is a great way to enrich your relationship with stakeholders. Step 7 is to use Quora Spaces. Now, Quora Spaces is a feature that enables you to create a community. So it's similar to Facebook groups, but those who follow the space, they can share but not necessarily contribute. And Spaces are a great way to distribute your own content. Keeping in mind that using Quora Spaces for awareness or fundraising is not about selling, but it's about positioning your organization as experts in your industry and a source of rich information. In Quora Spaces, you can also share relevant articles or Quora answers you think followers would be interested in reading. So while contributing your own content and sharing others' content adds value to the community, it's equally as important to get your followers in on the action. So regularly encourage your community to share articles and solicit responses on articles, and it goes a long way to helping you establish your space. It also empowers your followers to initiate discussions in your place. Some tips for promoting your space include, well, first, give it a proper name. The more relevant your Quora name is, the more followers you will get. You want to include your Quora space inside your bio and ask people to share and follow. You can try to link your Quora space when answering questions, and you can invite followers to follow your space. So, how to fundraise on Quora? Well, Quora hasn't set up any fundraising tools as of yet because it's a question and answer platform. It's not as easy to fundraise on as other platforms where you just post content and include a donate link. But there are some ways to make what we call a soft ask. And the best way is to tastefully self-promote in the Q&As, related posts where you're answering questions. You might mention, say, a program or service that your organization offers and how it relies on generous donations. If you're using Spaces, you have a bit more control over your content that you produce. Once again, here's what it could look like in practice. If, say, you have an animal welfare organization and you're using Spaces, you can create a post that's a blog style talking about the impact that your fundraiser had for some of your animals. It's a soft ask, you're providing a story, but there is implied that you need additional donations. There are hundreds of creative ways that we can use Quora for nonprofit marketing and fundraising. Drop a comment and let me know what you've done, let me know how it's worked, or feel free to ask me a question or run any ideas past me. The final step, as with anything we do, we need to review our analytics consistently. The same rules apply for our Quora as with any other social media, and that is to track our analytics. On your Quora page, you can review all the analytics for the questions you've answered. You'll be able to track everything from how many people viewed your responses to how many upvotes you got. Thank you so much for staying to the end, and I hope this helped you find the information that you were looking for or inspired your nonprofit to get on Quora. If so, hit the like and subscribe, and maybe feel free to share it too with one of your team members. I really do believe this is a great platform for charities, and because not so many are on there, you can easily cut through the noise. So have a wonderful day and see you next week.